You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom here and welcome to another episode of Where Are They Now? This is the series where we build a team on FIFA 12 and then we have a look at how the players have all changed when we build the same team again on FIFA 13. Now today we're going to do it a bit different because as you can see the team on screen doesn't have any chemistry, not in the right positions, etc, etc, but all of these players have something very special in common with each other, and that is the fact that every single one of them has changed nationalities between FIFA 12 and FIFA 13. Last time you saw that I actually put Toprak on screen and he'd gone from a German player to a Turkish player, so I wanted to go through a whole team, have a look at loads of different ones that have changed nationalities and seen, you know, where they've gone, what has happened to them, etc, etc in their time over the last two FIFAs. Now you may be asking, how does a player change nationalities? That's not possible. Well, there's a strict set of rules set out by FIFA and it's all very complicated. It's to do with where you've lived and your heritage and all of that jazz. If you want to read up more about it, I would recommend that you go Google it, because I'm definitely not the best person to explain it because it's all very complicated, and I'm sure you'd explain it or you'd understand it a lot better if you read it from someone else rather than hearing it from me. So that is the FIFA 12 team, but if you look now you will see the FIFA 13 version of this team. And before we take a look at these players, if you want to go and buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out FIFAutonline.com. their link is down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service. So at the striking position we have Zaha, and you may be wondering why the hell is he there? He's a right winger. It's because he was actually a striker on FIFA 12, a bronze one at that, and he was from the Ivory Coast. When FIFA 13 rolled around he became an English right winger for Crystal Palace, then he moved to Man United in the summer transfer window, and I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing him play for Man United next season. Let's hope he can get into the squad because I know there's a lot of competition. Next up is Ngog. He is a French striker, or at least he was back in FIFA 12, who played for Bolton. Still plays for Bolton, however he is now Cameroonian. He's dropped a couple of rating points as well, which has probably hurt his price a lot, and he was, like on FIFA 12, a very popular striker, like the budget alternative to using the likes of Delfonso and Cameron Jerome. At left mid we are using Emerson, who is a Brazilian left winger from Corinthians, and you can see he's actually got very good stats for a left winger as well. 87 pace, 81 dribbling, but he hasn't always been a Brazilian left winger. He used to be a striker from Qatar. What a random nationality change that is. Qatar to Brazilian, very, very odd. And then in the centre mid position we are using Frey. Now Frey was a Fulham player in FIFA 12. He also was at Fulham for a short time on FIFA 13, but he moved to Cardiff in the summer 2012 transfer window, I believe. So his Fulham card, I'm pretty sure, is quite rare. You can also see that he was a very good bronze centre mid on FIFA 12. He had 80 pace, 70 passing and 78 dribbling. Those are ridiculous stats for a bronze centre mid, and he's got very decent stats on FIFA 13 as well. As you can see, 86 pace and a whole bunch of very good stats for a left winger. Our other centre mid is the one and only Frimpong. He started at Arsenal as an English CDM. He moved on to Wolves on a loan spell and ended up coming back to Arsenal. He had another card. I didn't actually bother putting it in. It is exactly the same as his first Arsenal card. But then when FIFA 13 rolled around, he became a Ghanaian centre defensive mid with an extra stat point on him. And he's also had a loan spell off at Fulham as well. So that's pretty cool. Next up, our right mid, and it is Victor Moses, and Victor Moses is a really cool player. He's actually got 5 different cards in the 2 games. So he started as a right winger for Wigan, really sought after card. It was such a good card to play with and very enjoyable as a BPL silver. He then managed to get an even more sought after card, the left wing 74 rated inform card, which was absolutely awesome. You can see there the black card, 85 pace, 84 dribbling, really good all round stats. And he ended up going and moving to Chelsea, and he was a right wing again, and he was 74 rated, so he had an upgrade in the time. I think that his stats are exactly the same as his inform, except it's on the right wing rather than the left. Now when FIFA 13 came about, he became a Nigerian, but he was also gold, and that definitely took a knock to his price. He used to go for a lot of coins, whereas now he goes for next to nothing because he is non-rare and gold. He's Nigerian as well, and you can see that he also got a man of the match card in the African Cup of Nations, and that's a pretty cool card to play with. I've used it a couple of times, and a very fun player all round. At left back we are using Holbass, and he used to be a German player who played for Olympiacos. Still plays for Olympiacos, but he's now Greek, so he's actually changed his nationality from German to Greek. Really cool. And you can see that he was a fantastic player. In fact, he still is. He has 88 pace on his original card. He got an inform on FIFA 12, which was 90 pace, and it's going to be quite cool to compare his inform card on FIFA 12 to his team of the season on FIFA 13. As you see, he actually ended up getting himself a FIFA 13 team of the season. 90 pace on both cards, but that's where the similarities start and finish. You can see that the team of the season has an extra 2 on dribbling, it has an extra 5 on defence, has an extra 8 on heading, has an extra, 7 on passing, and an extra 8 on shooting. So that team of the season is absolutely freaking insane. A very, very, very strong card, and one that I haven't used yet. I will actually go out and build a team around it at some point, since I've got him in my club at the moment anyway, because I have actually wanted to try him out. I think that, you know, a lot of people use him in a 4-2-3-1 to get Facidis on full chemistry if you play him as a centre attacking mid. Now, our next player who's sitting next to him is Amorebieta, I think is how you pronounce it. Now, I really should have played him on the other side of the defence, because he would have got full chemistry, but I just completely forgot. And since we're not actually going to play with this team, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to play with this team purely because it's made to look at rather than made to play with, and it sort of doesn't make sense to play with a team that's not going to play very well. So you can see that he started as a centre-back for Atletico Bilbao. Very good player. He had slightly whack pace, I guess. Whack, what a word. He started off as 78 rating overall. He got an 82 in form and an 83 in form on FIFA 12. He became Venezuelan on FIFA 13, changing from Spanish. He was still playing for Atletico Bilbao, 81 rating overall, and now he has moved to Fulham, so that's going to be an interesting player to see on FIFA 14. Our other centre-back position is filled with Mariappa. Now, this one really surprised me to see that he'd changed nationalities. Don't know why I was so surprised. It just really shocked me, because I had no idea that Mariappa was an English player on FIFA 12. 68 rating overall, he had 76 pace, he was actually a very good defender, but I never got around to using him. He played for Watford and Reading, and then on FIFA 13 he became Jamaican of all nationalities. And he's not the only one. There was actually a lot of English players in the list that I found that have changed their nationalities to Jamaican between the two games, so it's quite a cool one. Now, at the right back position, we are using a guy called Felcher. Not really a very interesting player. You can see that he used to be Swiss and became Venezuelan in he played for Parma, and now he plays for some random Serie B team. No one's ever going to use him though, because he is a pretty rubbish player, and the only reason I picked him because there isn't actually any other right backs. I don't think I couldn't find any other right backs anyway in my hunt for players that have changed nationalities, but still, there you go, a right back that has changed nationality. Then in goal, we are using a guy called Amsif. Now, Amsif was a bronze goalkeeper on FIFA 12. He managed to change his nationality from German to Moroccan. He's been playing for FC Augsburg the whole time, and he did have an inform on FIFA 12 as well, so a pretty cool player, and actually sums up a pretty cool team. And a special mention goes out to all the players that made it onto our bench. Not going to go through them in as much detail as the rest of the team, but we have Feghouli, he used to be French and is now Algerian. We have Carriel, who's Gambian and used to be English. Blackstock, who's now from Antigua and Barbuda, and he used to be English. We also have White, who used to be English and now is from the Republic of Ireland. Don't know what's wrong with England. We've got people transferring away all over the place. We also have Douglas, he used to be Brazilian and now is Dutch. And we also have Overtoom, who used to be Dutch and is now from the Cameroon. So quite an interesting team there, guys. I hope you have found it as interesting as I found, building it. I really did enjoy looking through some of the players, doing some research, finding out who was who and all of that jazz. So I'm going to say, if you get this video to 1,000 likes, I will do another one of these next week for you. I am absolutely loving them. Obviously, go back and check the other 2 episodes that I've already done. It's quite interesting to go and look at how players have changed over the 2 FIFAs. But other than that, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.